It's the San Jose Giants in Lake Elsinore here this week. A big 6-game series on the road against the first-place team in the South Division. Joe Ritzo joined now by Giants manager Lipso Nava. Lipso, let's talk first about last week, the home series win against the Stockton Ports. I thought in particular it was nice after those 2 losses in the middle and a very difficult, gut-wrenching extra inning loss that the team was able to bounce back and get the next 2 to get a series victory.
Well, Joe, it's always a pleasure to be back over here with you and Dan, but that's the name of a game, compete, go out there, give your best. And obviously it was kind of like a wake-up call for the guys not to get too comfortable against a team that in the paper, it's like they're not playing at their best, but you can not put yourself at their level. You got to go out and play like if it's like the first team.
Mm-hmm. And with the injury to your primary catcher, Adrian Sugaste, I know it's going to be kind of a week-to-week thing with him with the leg issue. Opportunities for your other 2 young catchers, Rainer Santana, Max Wright, and Max in particular on Sunday really took advantage with a game-winning homer.
Took advantage of it. It's a time that you got to step up and turn it up a notch. Go out there and see what you can do and open some eyes, for everyone here.
One of the other players that started on Sunday was Victor Barracoto, a 3-run home run. What's been the difference for him? Because April was tough. He was hitting about 150, and then the average jumped about 200 points in May, and now he's off to a nice start here this first week of June.
I think he's got some skills. He's got a pretty good hand-eye coordination and one of the good things that I see about him, he hunts the fastball. When he gets it, he doesn't miss it much. And he's been able to do the adjustments, at the plate, shrinking the zone, getting pitches to his zone, to his hot zone, and he's been taking advantage of it.
And it's not just with Victor, but for any young hitter at this level. I mean, when they go through that slump, I would imagine in some cases it's almost like the first time that a lot of them go through maybe a prolonged slump. Talk about how they deal with that, how you kind of work them through it as a manager as well.
Well, I remember when I was at these levels, and I struggled for the first time, for the very first time, and it wasn't easy. It was more mental. It was more, me worrying about the numbers, about the results rather than, look at the big picture, ahead of me. And that's the message, that I tell him, do not get so average-oriented, result-oriented, and just go out there, get better that 1% every day. And it's a cliche, but it's true. It's not a sprint, it's a long marathon.
Well, you can say that again. However, here in mid-June, the way the minor league season is constructed, 2 different halves, and because your team has got the record that they have and they're contending, these all of a sudden become very big games here these next about 2.5 weeks. And you've got this series with Elsinore, a first-place team, and then next week with Fresno, another first-place team. I mean, there'll be no backing into a first-half title if you guys get it done. It must be exciting to kind of be involved in maybe playoff-type kinds of games here in the middle of June.
Well, it's exciting, to play games that they mean something, and it's represent an opportunity, for these guys to develop, always, having that development side, in hand, but also, learn how to win games, learn how to create an atmosphere that you're not going through the motions, but that every game, means something.
Mm-hmm. And finally, how about playing here in this ballpark? Team doesn't come down here very often. It's unique, the high fence, big left field. It's a different kind of place to play a game.
It's a different. I remember coming here, 2015, 2016, and 18. But in 15, I remember those games, meant something here when we had Christian Arroyo and Villalona, and those games, gave us a chance, to go to the final playoffs.
All right. Well, always entertaining, Giants and Storm, when they get together. Lipso, appreciate the time. Best of luck this week.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. That's Giants manager Lipso Nava. Giants and the Lake Elsinore Storm coming up right after.